really what we were seeing is this restructuring of the economic system.
And we have two students from Berkeley High School who will be making a presentation on Proposition 21.
And I am a junior at Berkeley High School right across the street.
I think we're kicking some butt.
Just answer me one question, Honorable Stefanovich.
We want to welcome our audience members to the fourth amazing show called Berserk Live.
You know, boy, I just wanted to let you know how much I really love you, how much I really appreciate you.
Congratulations, and welcome to the Soul Collectors Bureau.
Where did you get the baby?
It's my nephew. Who like his can't say yeah?
Hello, my name is Brian Scott. I'm Executive Director here at Berkeley Community Media, and as you've heard from our members, we need your support.
Because of recent space issues in Berkeley High School, BCM is being forced to vacate our home of over 20 years.
Come on, man. Hey, we're doing pretty good here at BCM. We're cleaning it up and getting out of here, so...
I don't know, while we're live, why don't we take one last little tour of the place? Here's everything.
And filming in the beautiful lobby of the old City Hall.
If I were you, I'd wake up every morning and I'd say, wow, holy mackerel.
Welcome back to the 48-hour Summer Shorts Movie Jam.
Quarantine edition.
How did it go, Doctor?
Well, do you want the clean version or the version with all the effing and jeffing?
My parents shine as bright as the sun. My brother is like the moon and stars. My grandparents are like horses galloping on the sand, and we are like the constellations shining in the night sky.
Thank you for tuning in online, and thank you for being here in person.
Thank you for coming.
There's so many great familiar faces that we have here in the audience, and we're so happy to have a celebratory event in this political time, and to be gathering together and really to solidify what it means to be a community and to have longevity. So, catch my breath.
And I've been so happy to be a part of this. I've just joined the BCM a couple years ago, and they went whoosh, you know, it went so fast, because I love what we're doing here. They have classes, they have so many classes, and you can edit, film, and video yourself, and it's fun, it's really fun. And you put it on TV, and then you see yourself on TV, and you go, wow. Right?
Becky Jo with I'll just use this one. So I want to say that we have excellent leadership in the organization. Our head director, executive director, is David Flores. And he's been helping to keep us steered straight and continue to provide excellence in teaching classes and programming and keeping us all going and keeping us all motivated in our space. You know, it's inside the Model Shirik building, which is Old City Hall, and you know, he's fighting to help us contain a new space, or within that space, hopefully get built in.
Testis.
Retrofit, earthquake-proof. And, so we have a bright future. We're going to, just celebrate those folks that are part of that short montage, but we know who we are and how much work it takes to do a production and to have that longevity. But if we can do it together, that's what I'm really interested in, is connecting with everybody and making sure that we have the support that we need, and that if we have some skills and we want to share it, that's what we're all about. And the people that we're going to be coming up today are our producers from a long time. So I think...
So yeah, we wanted to recognize some of our community members, and we have a Distinguished Producer Award. So if you hear your name, please come up. You're going to have a couple minutes to talk about whatever you want to talk about, hopefully about how much you love BCM. But if not, you got the stage for 2 to 5 minutes. And if your name wasn't called, it doesn't mean we don't love you. It's just people who've been consistently producing work for decades. So here, I'm going to hand this back to Melanie, and I'll hand these to you one at a time.
So if you would please come up when your name is called. Piccola Coco Evans. Caught you with your snacks on. Yeah, that's right. Yay. Coco has been consistently participating in our different events. She comes and is a volunteer for different shoots. And here's a mic for my dear Coco.
Hi. Thank you so much. Oh, that was wonderful. And it's so heartfelt to be recognized. I joined BCM in about 2006. I worked at UC Berkeley, and then I got injured. I got tired of sitting around the house, and I said, I need to find something to do. And I saw the station on TV, but I had to look around and find this. Well, I grew up in Berkeley. To make a long story short, I had to find a station for my city, for me. So I happened on BCM, and I found all these wonderful people. And one year, Brian, the past executive director, he told me about lifetime membership. And I thought to myself, that's a good idea. So it was only $1,000, so I threw down my credit card, and I swear it was just so worth it, because I produced hundreds of episodes at BCM at the old studio. So I have to get used to the new studio, and I'm learning that the magic happens behind the camera, and we create.
But you also get free classes for life.
Exactly, free classes for life, the equipment.
Anything you need to borrow.
Yes,
and
the help.
Any event that we have, even though you donated today.
Exactly. And it's just a wonderful organization, so I encourage anybody that's interested in creating television, join the studio, and they will teach you how. And thank you. Is that long enough?
And cut. Excellent.
We have a big green room. You know what a green screen is? We have a whole room.
And if you didn't notice, there's the raffle table in the back. There's also, we're offering a lifetime membership and a t-shirt along with that. So if you want to also be in the $1,000 lifetime membership club. So the next award comes to our co-producer, who's been such a stable co-producer for so many years with me. It's our darling Moby Theobald, otherwise known as Dr. Frankenbeans and other characters.
Thank you.
We love you.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Well, okay, so the story of how did I get involved with BCM. So we used to have a fella named Stony Burke who did a show called Stony Speaks. And he was a political comedian, satirist. He used to perform up on campus when that was a thing that people did. And so he had me on his show because I was doing like an underground comic, self-done. And so I was on his show, and I couldn't believe it. I was looking around, I'm going, you guys have got like a little TV station here? And they said, yeah, and we've got a bigger studio over there. And I was like, whoa, this is great. And I had no idea that such a thing existed. And nowadays, I don't think there are very many left, sadly. It's like, the buffalo or something. You need to really protect your buffaloes because there's only a few of them left. So eventually I started doing my own show, and that was in 2001, which was the Space Odyssey. And we all threw a bone up in the sky, and it went into orbit, and now there's a whole bunch of space junk, thanks. But so I started doing a show, and I did it until about 2014, and we lost our old location, which is a sad thing, but we've got a new location, which is a less sad thing, in my opinion. And so, the important thing right now, I guess, is for BCM to remain relevant in a time where people shoot videos with their telephones. And I just want to remind people that a phone is a phone and a camera is a camera, okay?
But lots of films are made on camera.
This is a phone. That is a camera, you know?
Use your phone to contribute.
Sure, you can, but if you want to use a good camera with good sound equipment, and you want it to look like it's not, yeah, this is the place to come, I mean, I think most of you that are here already know that, but it bears repeating. Yeah, come on down, man. Come on down, check it out. Be a content provider, or actually be an artist. Because I think content provider is just sort of like not much of a good title. Be an artist or an artiste, or even an artistic type. So yeah, thank you so much. This is fantastic. This is going up on the wall. Holy smokes. Thank you, thank you.
And next up, we have a gentleman who's produced over 2,000 TV shows. That's over 1,000 TV shows. That's Edmund Broussard. Please come to the stage. One of the things I like about Edmund so much is every time you see him, he always has some great sage words to say. And one of my favorite is, don't ever let anybody else ruin your day. Just don't. Just don't let them ruin your day. So, keep your smile going and appreciate those that love you. That's your advice that I always love from you. So thank you so much for your contribution, continuing to produce in our new space with producers old and new helping out.
Don't get me to start talking, because I'll be up here a while. But I joined BCM in 1998 or 99. The reason I did that was I didn't see anybody like me on TV. So what happened was my daughter started going to Berkeley High. So I went to the basketball coach and I said, look, I don't see anybody videoing your sports. And I said, I'm gonna come in and start videoing all your basketball games, your football games, your graduations and soccer games. So what happened was that BCM gave me a key to the place. So what happened was I'm retired now, so I leave home in the morning, go to BCM about 8, 9 o'clock, sometimes 7 o'clock, and I'm in the editing room editing all the stuff that I did. But I think the nicest thing that ever happened to me was the people that you meet. I had a chance to go to Japan twice. I had a chance to go to the black colleges down south, Tuskegee, Morehouse, and they paid my way. So, but I think the most important thing and the biggest thing that I received from this was that the kids, whenever they see me, hello, Mr. Broussard. I've never had one kid disrespect me. The other thing is, I went to Japan with the exchange students. So where I had fun with that, each chaperone had so many kids. So what I did, I had boys. So I picked the biggest boy in my group, and I said, "You the boss." And he said, "Cool," you know, he stuck his chest out. So then I went to the littlest one, and I said, "Now what I want you to do, you over everybody, even the big guy." Oh boy, he was just, but it was just to be able to do something you love doing. I got a movie camera when I was 13 years old. That's a Browning movie camera. Now, some of you wasn't here yet, okay? But it's amazing how technology has changed. You went from number 8 to high 8, VHS, DVD. Now that's obsolete. So,
Keeps changing, rolling with the times.
I'm gonna say one more thing. I wanna thank, I had Michael Lance. He was Ted Lance's brother who was on Love Boat. His mother, Jerry, she was on television. Beautiful people. I had, I'm almost forgetting names. Samuel Brooks, he passed away. Malin Peterson, he passed away. Jerry passed away. Michael passed away. And I'm still here. But to have that pleasure of working with them. And I can't forget Mickey Mays. She can't be here tonight. That's my partner in crime. We used to, where we had fun, we used to do 2 shows on Saturday. Then we did 3. Then we did 4. So I told Mickey, I said, let's try for 5. So Mickey said, no, you're gonna kill a crew. I said, we don't need the crew. Lock the cameras down. You know, I'll direct, switch. You just be on audio. So we did 5 shows. And I thought, wow. Mickey came up to me and said, you know we had time enough to do 6 shows? I'm gonna say one more thing. The biggest pleasure that I received was I did the little cross games. And one of the father's son was goaltender. So when every game was over, I'd go in the studio, fix the tape up, make him a copy. After about 2 years, one day the father came up and gave me some presents. I said, I can't take these. He said, I want you to have them. I said, why? He said, what happened was, he said, my father wasn't able to come to the games. So he said, what happened by you giving me copies, we went home, and my father, my son, we sit down and watch the games. He said, my father just passed away. So BCM is, I've had a ball. I'm gonna sit down because I'll be up here all night long. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that was awesome.
And since we did mention Mickey Mays, she is also a recipient of one of these awards. And since she can't be here to receive it, we'll just say, Mickey, thank you so much for everything you've done. She's been continuously bringing in youth from KPFA to learn how to use our equipment. Yeah, man, these mics for here, we should have used our mics, because ours don't get glitchy. But, yeah, so Mickey Mays, we miss you. Sorry you couldn't be here, but keep up the good work. And like Edmund was saying, she's always over at the station producing stuff, and she's great. Okay, I'm going to give this back to you and give you the next
award. And next up is our very own Eve A. Ma. Is she still here? Yay, she's in the back. Palomino Productions. I think when I first realized what content you were producing, I became completely amazed. Like your documentary series about the cajon and different music from different places around the world and the flamenco music, I was like, this is amazing. This is an amazing person. So thank you so much for your contributions and being a distinguished producer.
I did not expect to receive a plaque, but I am very grateful. And I want to say thank you and congratulations to BCM on 30 years. And thank you to David Flores, to Melanie Mentzel, also to Ruben, whose last name, I'm sorry, I don't know, and all the rest of the staff that keep the thing running. I remember the old days. I've been a member of BCM for a long time when there was a big studio, and then there was the semi-automatic studio that I never used, so I can't remember what it was called, and the offices and things like that. And the present, there is plenty of editing space and really good editing equipment. There's lots of production equipment, which you can check out. There are a lot of people around to help and good programming. So, and in the future, there will be another, hopefully, big studio, fully equipped, and with all the trimmings. So we're looking forward to that. And I made a list of things that I have used BCM before. And since I can't read anything without my glasses, this is what I have gotten out of BCM. I participated in one of the 48-hour. Is anyone telling me something? Okay. I participated in one of the 48-hour challenges. I crewed in the big studio for a show that ran for a long time called Better Bad News. I found my own crew for some of my productions. I got help with the editing program Premiere Pro, which every once in a while I find that I really need help with. I gotten feedback on video by going to one of the monthly meetings and showing some pieces of something I'm working on. I have used the green screen room, and by the way, there is a green screen room there now. I have borrowed lots of equipment on many occasions, sometimes with very short notice. I have taken classes. We had some events in BCM. We had a forum. We had something else too that I can't remember. Yeah, where anyway, we had a couple of programs. This was through a nonprofit I belong to, and I have been invited and was very delighted to have my own work aired over BCM. So I have made great use out of BCM. It's a wonderful addition to the community, and thank you all for being here. And that's it. Have a nice evening.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. And your work is also going on to PBS stations as well. Yeah. So it's also BCM as a stepping stone towards other places. You can bicycle it around the world. Thank you, Eve. And next, we have Ruben Perez. He's been with BCM since I don't know, we'll have to ask him. 2009, 2010, 2011. Hey, Ruben, come on over. He's the beating heart of BCM. Thank you. Could you say a few words?
Thank you, sure. Thank you, BCM, for helping me have a cooking show, helping me have a decent job, and work with a lot of respectable and honorable people. We get to meet so many beautiful people, so I look forward to doing this till my older age appears. Thank you so much, and welcome to the party.
Excellent, thank you. Thanks for being such a good friend. Thank you so much. And he cooked up some pozole over there in the rotunda. If you want to taste some of his beautiful cooking, he has a cooking show that we love to have volunteers for because he feeds everybody. So that's a good one. Next up, a big one, we want to celebrate our very own Sally Baker, who's been producing since before we were around. She's our hometown hero. Shiro, Sally Baker. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being around. You've been producing like 40 years. There was just an expose on Channel 5 KPIX and Channel 4 celebrating your 40 years as a producer of We Poets, children's advocacy for literacy program. Tell us a little bit about your experience with BCM.
Well, first of all, I want to thank God for letting me and my director, who passed away 3 years ago, his name was Adnan Tuma. We started producing here at Berkeley Community Media, and we've really enjoyed it. It's a safe place. We interviewed children, so it was very important that we had a safe place to come. The staff, the personnel were wonderful. I can't say enough great words about all of them. And if any of you people who would like to be on We Poets, let me interview you or your children. I'm always looking for children and adults to interview. So thanks again for this great award.
Thank you, Sally. You're wonderful. All right. So we have to have somebody who's been a super duper technical support for our for our lives and our events. And that's Sam Spielman. If you would come up here, please. I know we'll have to let the audio board fly free. And you can tell the story of when you first came. We saw a little bit of there on the reel.
All right. Hopefully the audio board doesn't throw a fit while I'm gone. All right. So when I was in 7th grade, I took a class, an after-school class at King Middle School. It's called Teen Screen, and it was a screenwriting class taught by Amiel Zemak. And Amiel Zemak was, I think she is still a member here. And she introduced me to BCM, and I immediately joined the internship program. Mike was very hesitant about me joining the internship program, needless to say, but eventually I managed to convince him.
You were like the youngest intern we'd ever had.
Yeah, at the time. I was in 7th grade when I joined. So, needless to say, people were a little concerned, but I was given an opportunity to prove myself, which I don't think many other people would have given me. So I'm thankful for that, and ever since then, I've been involved with the community, doing various things, hosting the film festivals, doing this event. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for this resource, and I'm really happy to be here.
Well, and I want to say, I think if it hadn't been for you being part of our organization, there's several times I know that we would not have been able to, like, the way you figured out things of like how to broadcast and how to like use 2 different sets of TriCasters to get things done, or like these are amazing setups. So somehow your brain is perfect for a perfect match. Thank you so much for being here with us.
I have to give this one out because this one is for Melanie Mentzel. Yay! Yay! She is so special, and she's been so special through all of the years. How long have you been at BCM?
Well, I joined originally as a member in April of 2009, and I started with Better Bad News, which is the satirical news show from George Coates, half true, more or less, 100% of the time, was their slogan. And I started because my mom, I wanted to get her up in front of the camera. She was very theatrical. And I had experience at the Mountain View TV station and loved being behind the camera. So it was like a perfect fit for her and me. And then in February of 2010, they hired me to do membership outreach, and that was just like sort of the beginning of social media and all these things. I was like, okay, I think I can do that, because my mom and I had a gardening business together, and I was like, well, I can sort of balance 1 foot in technology and 1 foot in the earth and keep myself grounded. And I had no idea it was going to be 14 years later sitting here with you guys. But it's been the love of my life, and really like such a driving passion of like connectedness, and people really to see how much people benefit from being part of this organization. It keeps me coming back over and over. I have a community club that I host the 3rd Wednesday of every month from 6 to 8 if anybody wants to come. And just like Eve Ma has been able to share her work with people and have people's input. And I'm always looking to the next film festival. And we do the 48-hour and the Horror Film Festival thanks to my co-host and producer, Moby. I couldn't do it without him. But it's also our community sponsors and people who are, the businesses. And then, I don't know, it's just amazing that this big swirl all ends up being like content and life purpose and, engagement and tears and laughter. And I'm really just honored to be part of it and meet people like Becky Jo, who came in and we did like a robot commercial together for doing like a promotion for BCM, and like just things were, she's a perfect robot, that one. And then, like I said, I love the leadership of David Flores, and I'm so happy to be working with such a great team with Kadir and Ned and Sam and Ruben and our government producers, Sarah and Joe. And it's just, we need more mentors in the world. So I need mentors, you need mentors. We all need somebody to share our information to. So be part of our organization, and we'll just be at each other's back. That's what I say. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, so just wanted to say, per popular request, also we wanted to give a shout out to Reverend R.L. McKnight, who could not be here this evening. And it's great that we're talking about all the history that BCM has and how we are bringing new people in every day, but I wanted to invite someone else up here to talk, Miss Nancy Bickel, who was the chair of the commission who created BCM and was the first board chair. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I am so thrilled that I only know a few people here, because when we started Berkeley Community Media, and I have to give credit to somebody who's been gone a long time, Sean Gordon was his name, and so few people remember. He was an assistant to the then mayor, and he dragged me, kicking and screaming, from the League of Women Voters, where I was very entrenched, and said, "You've got to do this. Help us start a community programming facility." And so I then spent a few years chairing the commission of the city of Berkeley that chewed this all over and figured out how to do it, and then chaired Berkeley Community Media for 10 years. And we didn't know if it would go on and live, because, I thought 10 years way too long to be a chair. And, one person or a handful of people or 10 people cannot keep a community activity going. It has to be a community, and here you are. So I want to applaud all of you, because I'm thrilled. There are a few faces I know. Sally and I are old friends, and Melanie and I became friends, and there are other people in the audience I know by face or name, or did know when we were all much younger. But I'm thrilled to see you all, and I'm so delighted that I turned up here. And I brought an old T-shirt. I mean, it's not very worn, but it's from long ago. It has the old BCM logo on its back. And it's in the raffle. It's in the raffle. So congratulations, everybody, for your terrific work.
Thank you, everybody. And from now on, we're not going to do that.
No, now we are going to welcome our Cumbia Paradiso band to come up and play. While they're playing, we would encourage you all to check out our raffle and silent auction section. We're raffling off some great stuff. If you see the lady with the wingspan back there, Diane Rames, she's awesome. She can get you a raffle tickets, which you can put into whichever receptacle you want of whatever thing you want to get. So Cumbia Paradiso is going to be coming up. Check out the raffles. We'll come back in a moment with some more talk about how great BCM is, and then we'll get back to some more music. So here's Melanie, the host.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Cumbia Paradiso. Turned off. We just had a note from the lead singer of the band saying, if you'd like to come up and dance, don't be shy.
Here's a nice lady. What's your name?
Diane Ramus.
My name is Becky Jo Benson. Would you tell us what you have done? Why are you involved in BCM? Why are you involved in Berkeley Community Media?
Well, Berkeley Community Media fills an incredible void in our community. It's a voice for free speech. Individual citizens can produce their own content. They can tell the local story from their own vantage point about any topic at all. Yeah. So it's an invaluable resource. So I support BCM.
Thank you, Diane. Appreciate it.
Hi there. Happy 30th anniversary, Berkeley Community Media. We love you.
I want to thank Berkeley Community Media for this wonderful award. I've enjoyed producing We Poets at the studio for the past 30 years.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully we'll have 30 more years.
30 more years.
Appreciate BCM, and I think this is a great occasion. Good party.
Thank you. I'm Becky Jo Benson, and we have with us today
Nicola Evans, aka Coco.
Want to show them your award?
I do. I am honored to have received this award. I love it. I'm gonna hang it on my wall. Yes.
And the reason why you got that award is because you're so special and you really love BCM, don't you?
Oh, thank you. I feel special, and Berkeley Community Media is special to me. It's a very unique station. Everybody is so loving and helpful. I couldn't have connected with a better studio.
I agree. We love you, BCM.
We love you, BCM.
With us today, Ruben. Ruben, don't you love the BCM?
I love BCM. I've been working there for 14 years. volunteered about 3-4 of them, and yeah, happy to be a part of such a beautiful organization to serve our community, speak our piece, and help others as we go along and learn a lot.
Yes, we do. We learn a lot. Thank you so much, Ruben.
Thank you, Becky, for interviewing me. Thank you very much, BCM.
Okay.
My name is Fred Cook.
And your name?
Rosie Berryessa.
Great. And you were saying that you had experience with Berkeley Community Media?
I participated in a studio production class at the old BCM in the high school. And I also have worked as a cinematographer, so I donated a number of things like flats, test charts, things like that to BCM. And I think BCM is really, really important in this time. Having media that tell the truth of the way we see it, as opposed to the way the corporations see it, is so critical.
You know, in that way. I trained as an engineer there, so I was really appreciative of being able to have a voice on that station.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just have to aim the microphone, you know.
You've gotta roll with the flow. So BCM is a fantastic community resource, and may it continue at least another 30 years.
I agree that Berkeley Community Media is an important infrastructure for free speech. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Just a little entertainment there.
So cute, Becky Jo. Look at that hat. It's amazing. Wow. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hats left. We have the lifetime membership left. We have Boss. We have a lot left here, including that special T-shirt from Nancy Bickel. And we're going to have Winston come up if he's still in the house. So Winston, come on up here, please. Winston Burton, you are our board chairperson. Yes, can the camera see us? Okay. Are we doing okay? Why don't you say a few words?
Hi, my name is Winston Burton. I'm the board chair of Berkeley.
First of all, let's say, can we have some attention over to Winston for just a few minutes?
That's okay. Don't give me any attention at all. When I first came to Berkeley Community Media, it was about 25 years ago, and I worked at BOG, Building Opportunities for Self-Sufficiency with Boona Cheema. And so I came there, and our office was right across the hall from BCM, and so I got a camera, and I got a bunch of people who were staying in the shelters, and I said, I need you to come downtown and help us clean up the streets in Berkeley, and I took a film of that. And then I came back afterwards and said, you see what people can do if they have a job and an opportunity. And so we got the people recorded by Berkeley Community Media, and they ran it on the show, and we ended up getting a grant for $80,000 because of us being on BCM. And that $80,000 over the course of a couple of years ended up being $455,000 a year that we got to hire low-income people and homeless people get a job. Because I say, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody that's got a job is not trying to pull off a job. And everybody that's in the Holiday Inn is not in the San Quentin Inn. So I think it's really important, because my strategy was not to just help people find housing. My strategy was to help people find jobs. And today, if you go downtown Berkeley, they have the ambassadors down there. They have the same program on Telegraph that we created at BOSS, and we created that program in partnership with Berkeley Community Media. So I'm really proud to still be around and to be the board chair. And I was walking across the street about 3 weeks ago, and the bus driver started honking at me. And I said, what the hell are you honking at me for? And I looked up, and he leaned down and said, Winston, I'm still working, I still got a job. And that was somebody, I got a job like 15 years ago, and a lot of that would happen because of Berkeley Community Media and us bringing attention to the fact that people want to work. People want jobs, and if you give an opportunity, they can succeed, but don't block them. Help them out, okay? Boona Cheema is speaking next, who was the person that taught me everything I knew about homelessness, homeless people, how to find them jobs. She's my mentor and my sister and a really close friend.
Okay, so I was on the founding board of Berkeley Community Media, then called BTV, or many different names. So that was 30 years ago. I'm still here supporting the center with all my heart and resources that I can bring to them. And we'll be here another 30 years. Some of us might not, but in spirit we will. So wishing that we can pull off getting a permanent site and work really hard on it. So I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and go back to work.
BCM was honored by the city of Berkeley with a proclamation. And I don't have my glasses. Moby, do you have your glasses? Would you like to read it? It's recognizing that we have been around and persevering ourselves. Oh, and supporting the community, yes. Has proudly served as a vital platform for media education, creativity, and free exchange of ideas since its inception 30 years ago. And whereas BCM has empowered countless individuals in our community through hands-on training in media production, fostering a new generation of storytellers, filmmakers, and content creators, we love that word. Whereas BCM provides a vital public forum for diverse voices, which is really important, ensuring that all communities members have access to the tools and resources needed to express their perspectives and engage in civic dialogue. Whereas, through its commitment to inclusivity, BCM has become a cherished institution in Berkeley, promoting cultural expression and social justice through media. Whereas the dedicated staff, volunteers, and supporters of BCM have worked tirelessly to cultivate an environment where free speech is celebrated and every voice is heard. Resolved that the Mayor of Berkeley, who is Jesse Arreguin, do hereby proclaim November 4th, 2024 as Berkeley Community Media Day in the city of Berkeley. So every November 4th, I want you to think about BCM in your heart, and hopefully you'll be still connected with us, and think how important it is that we're here serving the community, and how, we're going to just keep on, like Boona said, being strong for the next 30 years. Thank you. Thank you.
I forgot to show off. I had a show on BCM called Stories of Transformation, and there's 15 episodes. There's interviews with people in the community, and you can find them on YouTube by just going to Boona Cheema Presents. And some of those shows are really still with me, the lives of people that were transformed and mine through that show. So thank you. It's called Stories of Transformation.
We have a holiday party which will include our BCM members meeting, which will have our reports, the interesting things that we've been up to the last year. And then we'll start again in January with podcasting class, and we'll start teaching the other classes like field production, and we have the green screen studio, editing, Final Cut, and Adobe Premiere. And then we also have Sling Studio, which is what we're using here. If you notice, there's cameras that are around the room, including up above, that are remotely accessing. We're actually broadcasting live, and they're accessing this box here through Bluetooth wirelessly. So we're able to switch between the cameras just like as though this was a TV set. And you can do that anywhere. And you can broadcast live to YouTube or to our channel or both, and use as many camera sources. So it's like the power is within us to be able to tell our stories.
Really what we were seeing is this restructuring of the economic system.
And we have two students from Berkeley High School who will be making a presentation on Proposition 21.
And I am a junior at Berkeley High School right across the street.
I think we're kicking some butt.
Just answer me one question, Honorable Stephen Stepanovich.
We want to welcome our audience members to the fourth amazing show called Berserk Live.
Boy, I just wanted to let you know how much I really love you, how much I really appreciate you.
Congratulations, and welcome to the Soul Collectors Bureau.
Where did you get the baby?
It's my nephew. Who like his skank say yeah?
Hello, my name is Brian Scott. I'm Executive Director here at Berkeley Community Media, and as you've heard from our members, we need your support.
Because of recent space issues in Berkeley High School, BCM is being forced to vacate our home of over 20 years.
Come on, man. Hey, we're doing pretty good here at BCM. We're cleaning it up and getting out of here, so...
I don't know, while we're live, why don't we take one last little tour of the place? Here's everything.
And filming in the beautiful lobby of the old City Hall.
If I were you, I'd wake up every morning and I'd say, wow, holy mackerel,
Welcome back to the 48-hour Summer Shorts Movie Jam.
Quarantine edition.
How did it go, Doctor?
Well, do you want the clean version or the version with all the effing and jeffing?
My parents shine as bright as the sun. My brother is like the moon and stars. My grandparents are like horses galloping on the sand, and we are like the constellations shining in the night sky.
Thank you for tuning in online, and thank you for being here in person.
Thank you for coming.
La